Hey guys, Nicole here with a process video. So today I am scrapbooking these two photos from this Valentine's Day of my girls putting together their boxes and writing out their Valentines. And so I thought I better get those scrapbooked while I had my Valentine's theme product out. This is still part of my Valentine/love kit, and I'm going to be very intentional about using as many real specific Valentine themed product as I can because I don't take a lot of pictures on Valentine's Day, and so where a lot of it you can use generally with, the love theme is pretty, an easy thing to use on lots of different layouts. The actual real specific Valentine stuff is not. I mean, you can only really use them on Valentine's Day photos, and so I am being very intentional about using up as much of those as I can. The stickers and die cuts that specifically are geared towards actual Valentine's Day. So here I'm just spanning the two photos on white, and I am using the paper collection from Echo Park, Allison Crafts Lucky in Love. And the reason I picked it was because, as you can see in the photos, there's a lot of colors going on. Like my daughter on the top is wearing blue and the daughter on the bottom is wearing a bright orange. And so this paper line has like an orange tangerine color in that background paper, the candy hearts, if you can see that tangerine color. And then, of course, the blues. It kind of helps, while they obviously don't match, it kind of helps even it out so that the photos don't totally stand out as being like these weird colors. It kind of all meshes together. And so I just have like three different pattern papers from that collection, and the candy heart paper is going to be the background, and then I'm just going to layer up the blue and cream diagonal striped, and then the red and pale pink chevron, and then I've layered right on top of the heart paper, I've layered a 10 by 10 piece of white cardstock, and then I've also matted the photos in white just to pull in some of that white. As you can see, the candy heart paper it's a white base. The hearts that are on there are white, not cream. However, I will be adding in some cream to this layout, or like an off-whitish color. The blue and the diagonal blue is more of a blue and cream, and so it ends up all working out, and that cream almost becomes like a second or an extra color, because sometimes I have a hard time using white and cream together. Anyway, so here I'm just cutting up my layers and getting them adhered down. Let's see. And I think you also saw me pulling out some random tags and things I just wanted to kind of have some stuff laying out that I thought would be good with the color scheme. So here I'm just adhering the papers down, and realizing I'm going to have to cover the bottom right because I did not cut very straight. So I just have that in my mind that I need to get something on that some kind of embellishment cluster on that bottom right. So here I just go to my stash here, and I've pulled cards that say very specifically Happy Valentine's Day, and the tags are from Crepe Paper Kiss Kiss, and then the cards there are from Jelly Bean Soup, and I've had those for quite a while. So here I'm just kind of playing around, trying to figure out how, where and how I want to embellish. I like the tags layered like that, and I'm just trying to figure out if I want to just kind of do kind of like a border of tags and embellishments, not a border, but it would be kind of like the L, but I'm creating left to right, cluster with a photo in the middle, if that makes sense. And decide that that's what I want to do, but I just have to figure out a compilation that's going to work for me. So I'm kind of going to some of my sticker sheets and chipboard sticker sheets to see if I have any bigger pieces that I can incorporate into my layers. And I don't like that frame. It's not going to work out. And so I'm just kind of taking a look at I pulled the sticker sheets that are specific to this line, so I thought that would be easier. I don't always do that, but sometimes when I do a video, it's just easier to to hone in on items that I know are going to coordinate, because it makes it go a little bit faster. And that's why I do kits. But this kit was pretty big, as many of you saw if you watched my Kit Love Putting It Together video. And so it's a pretty big kit. So anyway, so I'm just kind of playing around here. And what is bothering me about those cards, I love the cards because, again, they're very Valentine's themed. And I want to use them, but they had rounded corners, and that was driving me crazy because the tags and the banners were all have very jagged edges and straight edges. So I just fix it and I cut them down and make them into flags, and then tuck them into my different clusters on the left and the right. And I like how that turned out a lot. So, yeah, just putting the tags and the cards together and layering them up. Oh. So here I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do more embellishing elsewhere, like along the top or the bottom. And I feel like I need some more variety in color around the photos. And so I do end up putting some layers along the top. And then I do some more paper layers along the bottom just to pull in some more papers that have the mix of colors that's in that background heart paper, if that makes sense. I love this heart card, but I feel like I needed to trim it. So I trim off the very top. So I still have the hearts, but not so much white showing. And I was going to journal on this card, but then I was going to have like the bottom of it peeking out along the bottom. I didn't like how that looked. So I don't do that. I end up journaling on that Happy Valentine's Day cream colored tag that has a little 3 cutout hearts along the bottom, which now that I'm looking back, I should have like backed those cutout hearts with some kind of pretty paper, but that's okay. It's fine. Anyway, so here I'm just kind of messing around, trying to figure out how I want to layer that top area. I like how that card pulls those hearts kind of back up to the front as well. Again, just another cohesive thing. I guess I'm probably just thinking here. Am I gluing these down? Let's see. Yep, I think I tend to adhere these down. I know I like them layered like that. I just get my base layers down here, and then I can start building onto them. I'm just taking a look at the sticker sheets, and I like this Happy Valentine's Day sticker. Nice. End up tucking that into the top there, kind of overlaying that card, but tucked into the paper there. Sorry, I'm kind of off screen here. Sorry about that. And it's kind of crooked just because the layers along the bottom aren't straight. And so here I decided I'm going to use these candy hearts as kind of like enamel dots, although I end up adding enamel dots later too, and kind of scattering them throughout. Like I didn't want it to be like a sticker sneeze because I have a lot of hard time with really small stickers because they tend to if they're super small, they're hard for me, I have a hard time like fitting them into a cluster or a layering, like a layering cluster, but I play with this a little bit and it works out fine. And maybe I wasn't doing the hearts yet. Now I'm doing these little banners. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself. So I grabbed 3 little banner flags from the sticker sheet and just put one in each little area. And that top one kind of pulls in that cream color. And sorry, my home phone is ringing. And then I just like that continuation of the banner look. because I have that elsewhere. And see, now am I doing, yeah, so now I'm scattering these hearts around, treating them like enamel dots. Now you have to play with these for a little bit um, because again, little stickers are hard for me for some reason. So enamel dots for some reason just have a different, I don't know, I have an easier time with them, but I wanted to kind of do these as though they were enamel dots, but I end up adding more enamel dots also. So sorry, this is going to take me a little bit to get these to where I like them. And again, I wanted to use these because when they pull up that theme of the candy hearts, but they're very Valentine specific. And I wanted to use them up while I had a chance. So it's getting them scattered around and I don't like how I have some of them. I was gonna use some of them as just like where the holes of the tags are, but I decided I don't like that, and I wanted to add twine in to those holes just to give some more dimension to the page, and so I pull all those off and find another place for them, and then the one that says spice it up, I take that one off because I didn't feel like that was appropriate one. Although I'm sure it's probably no, I don't think it's on the background paper at all. Oh yeah, it kind of is, but I mean not a big deal. It just to be a prominent sticker on the front. I didn't want that one, but like the other generic sugar pie and bee mines, I was fine having on there. So, I think I'm pretty well done with the hearts here. Oh, here I think I'm trying to decide. I feel like I need something along the bottom, not in another embellishment cluster per se, but I felt like it felt really uneven. Like I needed something to ground the photos with, if that makes sense. And so I'm playing around here and I do layer bottom part of this tag, but then I do end up pulling in a couple more paper strips along the bottom, just pulling in some more of those multicolors that are in the background paper, and then a tiny strip of heart paper that has that kind of tangerine color in it, as well as that darker pink. And I end up really liking how that turns out. That makes a huge difference for me in how much I'm liking this layout at this point in time. I just felt like I had all these, I don't know how to describe it. Like I had all these layers left and right. I just felt like, it felt like I had 3 distinct embellishment sections, which I know is what you're supposed to do, but it felt like it was too obviously done, if that makes sense. So kind of adding in some more layers to the bottom kind of just helped it all flow a little bit better. And I'm not explaining that very well, but hopefully that makes sense. And I think you'll see the difference. Yeah, I don't like this at all. It created this really weird, like it went down too far. This card did. So here I'm just playing around, just trying to figure out how to make that bottom feel a little bit more how I wanted it. So sorry guys, I'm getting there. I spoke ahead of myself there. So I think here's where I'm grabbing the paper. Yeah. I decided that I'm going to go ahead and add some more layers, just small layers. I think the heart paper is just the back, yeah. So it's basically just one strip, and then I use the front, one side. I use both sides, basically. There we go. And I feel like that's too much. I need something a little bit lighter that's in between that red chevron and that multicolor. And so this heart paper, which is the back of that multicolor paper I just put on, breaks that up a little bit. So that's making a huge difference for me. I love how that looks. So now I decided I'm going to go get some twine, and I end up getting I think it's American Crafts, like kind of hemp feeling twine. And it's in that lighter pink color. I first pull out this darker color and then end up thinking it's still a bit too dark. And this is perfect. So I'm just going to get my 3 tags taken care of here. Sorry, see, I should pause it when I'm doing stuff like this because you don't need to watch me do this, especially when I mess up. I'm not very good at editing. Like, I've tried to cut stuff out on this program and I just haven't figured it out yet. So I'm just really slow when it comes to technology, and I get frustrated very easily. And so I'm just like, you know what? Like, I love Katie Scott, how she just goes it with it and like doesn't edit. She just does her video and puts it up, and it may be like an hour long. But I'm kind of like in the middle of that. Like, I'm not quite there, but I'm not into the editing thing. So I hope that that's okay with you guys. I apologize if that bothers you that I, don't edit some things out. I tried to pause it so it doesn't record in the first place because I'm kind of limited on how much recording time I have on my phone. But anyway, so I have my twine in, and I just love I need to use it more often. I just love the look of just the dimension and like texture it puts on a page. I think it's so pretty. And this has like a fuzzy texture to it because it's that like hemp that kind of has that, fuzzier texture to it. And I think it just is really pretty. So I'm happy with that. So now I decided I need to get some enamel dots on here just to kind of scatter along with the hearts. And I just have this pink that matches, like a peachy pink that matches. And so I'm like, I'll just use up the rest of these that I have on this sheet and scatter them throughout, layering them throughout the clusters. And then sorry, just trying to somewhat strategically place them. So done with those. That was an easy decision. It was like they were gone, so I'm done. So here I decided to journal, and I'm going to journal just on this like off-white tag on top, above and below where it says Happy Valentine's Day. And I just put 2015, the girls making their Valentine's boxes and writing out their Valentines. Love watching them focus so hard on making them creative and special. And I did a layout already about their specific boxes, about like what they did. So I've already journaled about that, about why they did what they did with their decorations and stuff. So this is just more about watching them do it on their own. So once I'm done journaling here, I splatter with Heidi Swap's Color Shine Primrose, which is like that really pretty peachy pink color. And then that is pretty much it. Sorry, you see half my face there. I really want to research like getting a camera system to go from my ceiling one of these days. And then I realized that the blue and the diagonal blue is going off the top page. I needed to trim it down a little bit. I must have cut my background paper too short when I cut my tag or the bottom strip off. Anyway, so I'm just grabbing my Color Shine and I'm going to splatter it. I just cover my photos with some cards. Sometimes I don't cover them, but if I really don't want like their faces to have a big splat of, Color Shine on their, right in the middle of their eye or something, I usually cover them. So just cover them up real quick and splatter around. I do it heavier around the embellishment clusters, but then I kind of just do some random splatters around the rest of the page just so that it shows up elsewhere. Haven't pulled mist out in a while, so it was nice to use it. And I think that's going to call it good. I'm pretty sure that I am done with this layout at this point. Of course, you never know. I always seem to add something at the end. Oh, I think I'm taking one more look. See if there's anything else I can fit in there or that would work. And I don't think I do. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Happy scrapping.